Hey, welcome to Terry and Gary's Low Expectations podcast.
Pro wrestling superstar Rhino and his co-host Gary come to you live each week with guests from the worlds of pro wrestling, comics, movies, sports, and more. So if your standards aren't too high, Terry and Gary's Low Expectations podcast is for you.
And even today, when I'm in there wrestling, I feel energized. I feel good. I feel like I've got a lot left in the tank.
Good things is going, baby. Oh, man, they don't lie.
You have to grow a mohawk so that you can go by the name Kleba Lang.
The ratings are through the roof right now.
Right.
Catch Terry and Gary every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern live on Podcast Detroit. Download Terry and Gary or stream on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, or the Terry and Gary TV YouTube channel. You know what to do next. Leave your expectations at the door and enjoy the show.
We are back.
Live and late.
Yeah, that's a good jam right there.
Better late than never. Been a few weeks. We're glad to be back. We got Rhino and Terry with us today. Episode 74.
74, yeah. I'm the reason why we're late. I was coming from the gym and tanning, so big weekend coming up. And
there they are.
Rockford, Illinois. Yeah. Went out there. And then down to Louisiana for Impact Wrestling. And you can catch Impact Wrestling on Access every Thursday night.
That's right. You can. Jimmy John's.
Freaky fast.
Freaky fast. So you got a big weekend this weekend. We got another big week coming up next week. IWR.
1 week away. Yes. History will be made here in Monroe, Michigan at the FOP. History has already been made with Trey becoming the first United States champion. Yep. And then, just look at all the names that have come in, and look at all the Michigan wrestlers and Ohio wrestlers that have made a name for themselves, not only here in Monroe, but in the wrestling world too. Like Sam Beal, you got Ox's bodyguard. You got guys like, obviously Trey, and then Connor from WWE. He's come in and he's showing the wrestling world, that he's a hardcore wrestler too, and then, Madman Fulton. You got guys like Nate Matson and the Game Changers, Nate Bach and Chinstrap. So you got a lot of DTA,
Oh gosh, yeah.
So, you got a lot of great talent, so.
IWR is full of top to bottom.
What's that?
Top to bottom. IWR is full of talent. So
yeah, and plus coming off of such a successful weekend, or I'm sorry, not weekend, but show from December, our anniversary show.
Yeah, biggest show. Yeah.
And then we've got an article coming out in the Monroe News has always been great with us supporting. Not only do they support the wrestling, but they support a bunch of local businesses and stories and all that stuff, and do a lot of great write-ups. So
you get to see more Terry and Gary.
Right. This one's going to be about our business partner. Yeah, I told her, I go, I don't know if it'll be included. I go, sometimes I'll call Gary, and venting because a minor problem comes up, and and I always ask him, do you regret answering the call when I made it to you? Hey, do you want to join me with this whole wrestling promotion venture?
No.
Yeah. I told her, I go, every time I ask you that question, you go, yeah, I wish I never would have answered that call. So.
Terry who? Sorry.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Well, you were the one that brought me over a housewarming gift. Scotch. It's still in the and I don't drink.
You don't drink.
Well, you were the one that made me feel wanted. So, oh, great, housewarming gift, a business warming gift, whatever. I go, hey, thanks. This is great. I don't drink, but my friends will love it.
Well, and it's still there empty. So shows how many friends we've got. Huh?
Right. Yeah. So it's still there full, unsealed or sealed. Yeah. So.
Who are you guys? I don't remember you guys. It's only been 3 weeks.
Right.
That's good. Come on.
I'm the guy that got a huge electric bill in the mail today. So
that's that time, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, with Marina and the Bubblers, it was $2,300.
No.
Yeah.
I think I just threw up a little bit.
Yeah.
23
Oh, Blair Marina, they said. It will be fun, they said.
in Monroe.
Right.
Props to you guys for bringing the good talent and love seeing local wrestlers get shots at the big promotions. Yeah, it's everybody's just amazing. And
Yeah,
whether you're in the VIP or you're in
right.
the main card, it's all the same. It's all just one big show. So
Right. And who knows? I might be on the VIP match with Heath Slater, not this time, but in the future. It's like a lot of the great talent that's been wrestling for years. Like I mentioned Nate Matson earlier in DBA.
yeah,
He's been wrestling
20 plus years.
Yeah, I'll never forget the first time we locked up. I go, wait a minute. I looked at his dad and I'm like, this guy thinks it's real.
He still does.
Right. Well, what's funny is after Impact, this is back in like 2011, he called me up. He goes, hey, would you want to come in and wrestle? I go, yeah. He goes, we'll do a little thing. And I go, yeah, sure, no problem, and anyways, it's kind of like going back home, right? So that's where I started with him and his dad, and I ran in and I ducked. He ducked my clothesline, and he turned around and he gave me a punch, and I literally thought, "Shit, he still thinks it's real."
Well, and he thinks he's going to stab somebody this time, so
Right, he's not.
yeah, we disclaimed that, but we don't think he is.
We've got limitations, let's not go, go out there and do whatever you want, but don't go outside these limitations we set, I'm holding up my hand so people can see, So stabbing is far on the other side.
There you go. Now you got more room for your hands.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Don't go on and stabbing someone is, or your opponent is way outside the limits. So.
Let's see. We got Dom said Rhino has a good, I think he meant puck drop technique, in addition to all his actions as well. He is, I was honored to have Rhino drop the puck at the Frozen Fish Fiasco charity show for the Red Wings and Dom Mess Bucket Regio this past week, right? It was like last Sunday.
Yeah, this past Sunday. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. February 6th, and it's always great when you're part of raising or help being part of something that raises money for charity and stuff. And obviously Gary's out there and representing too. So
representing, always gotta represent. But yeah, it was nice to see you out there drop the puck. The Red Wings out there. What was it? Mickey Redmond was right there.
Yeah.
Mickey Redmond. Jeez.
Yeah.
I was hoping he'd cross check you.
What's that?
I was hoping he'd cross check you or slash you or something.
I was trying to push you off the carpet.
I almost went off the carpet. I went, and McCarty came up to us and kind of gave him a hug, and I'm like, next thing I'm getting really close to that ice.
Right. I'll tell you, I almost slipped. They didn't put the carpet right on the, when you walk on the ice, you had to take a couple steps to the carpet. But yeah, Darren McCarty was there, and just awesome seeing those guys.
Bunch of the guys were there. It looks like it was a great show. Dom's been doing it for years, and he does good work. So
yeah, this is their 13th time doing that one. So 13th year.
So check out the Frozen Fish Fiasco when it comes around next year, and check out Mess Bucket Comics too.
Yeah, and it's down there in Clark Park too.
Clark Park.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill, you're awesome.
Yes.
You're awesome.
Sometimes I have to, I need to go get my eyes checked again.
Do you?
Yeah.
How many fingers am I holding up?
4. Looks like.
Let's see. $2,300. Hope it doesn't trickle down to ticket costs.
No.
Another announcement coming up this week.
I will be passing around a hat though. Help Rhino and his electric bill.
We'll have a big hat at the door. Donations accepted.
Right. What's funny is there was a homeowner in Monroe here, and the guy that owns the party store, he showed me, it was one of his customers that comes in, and
Monroe,
and he had a $1,140,000 water bill. Yeah.
Now, did they take like payments, like a payment plan for
I
that?
would
Or is
hope so. I would hope so. The house is probably worth maybe 100 or two, something like that. But yeah, I would have loved to have gotten that water bill. I would have just bet it basically. I know I take a lot of showers and I wash, run the washing machine a lot, but it might be wrong.
you think?
Right,
You get all kinds of free water out back.
right. I actually did have a water line in the marina break, and it ran for like 3 weeks. That was like a $1,500 water bill. So yeah, thank God they didn't charge me sewage,
Oh,
because
yeah.
what happened
Water
was the
alone.
water was so high that when the line broke, it was underneath the water, and you couldn't tell. Yeah. So
No. Hey, Glenn wants to know any updates on how Murph is doing after the last IWR show. Yeah, Murph's Dread King Logan super fan for those that don't know. And Murph has kind of put himself in the show a couple shows in a row here, whether he
yeah,
wanted to or not. But yeah, why don't you
yeah.
tell him a little bit about what Murph's been up to there, Terry?
Well, Murph and I know Murph, and he called me, and he's got a nice sign he made up. Number one fan, Logan's number one fan. Him and his kid sister actually did that. So, it was a little bonding experience too, and he's definitely started up a fan club for Logan. So he's definitely, and, obviously he's training too. He's been training, I think, since December or November.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
saw his
so,
promo pics today on Facebook.
yeah,
The
or maybe
greatest promo
before
pics
that.
I've ever seen.
Yeah, but I guess Logan was his inspiration. So, but yeah, Big Murph is I don't know why he makes me laugh. But he does. So,
Well,
yeah.
I think Big Murph just wanted an excuse to use the bedazzler, so
Right. Yeah.
do some
But he
glitter on
told me
that.
after he uses, he's going to bring the sign to the show and have Logan sign it and see if King Logan, Dread King Logan, will sign it. And
Yeah,
he's
good
going
luck
to
with
hang it
that.
on the wall. Yeah. So I think we could get him to sign it.
Yeah, maybe not in blood. Hey, Ryan, are you going to go to Hazard Fest in Tennessee in September? Would love to see you again.
Yes, I would like to. That was a lot of fun. Talked to our boy from I told you,
Tyler
Gary.
from
What's that?
Halloween. From Halloween, Tyler
Yeah,
May.
yeah. Okay, you guessed it. Right. I was gonna see if you forgot. Yeah, I talked to Tyler. I think it was the night before, and then after Hazard Fest. That was a lot of fun down there. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Well, Kelly, as long as the show's not September 16th or 17th,
Right.
otherwise I will not let him.
Right. And then I'm actually looking forward to being part of Monroe Pop Fest if I'm not obligated with Impact or
10 years in the making.
right.
No, but I've seen Hazard Fest before. Our friend Martin Club has been down there several years. I think he was down there this year with you too, as well. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good time. And Tyler Maine, it was fun having on the show. He's been to our Monroe Pop Fest before, and he's a giant. He's a giant, and he's friendly, and he was a professional wrestler for WCW. So it's kind of cool.
And he worked with Andre too, which was awesome.
Last match, Andre's last match.
Yeah, in Japan, right? Wasn't it in Japan? Yeah.
Yeah. Are you enjoying working the invasion angle? He's talking to you.
I think is it Tim?
Tim Stuntsman.
Yeah. I think he's assuming, or I think what he's talking about is the invasion angle in WWE. Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you were talking about Ring of Honor.
Oh, yeah. Well, whenever I hear invasion, I automatically think of, that pay-per-view in WWE.
Right. I think that's what he'd be talking about right now. Maybe. Let us know, Tim, if that's which one you're talking about.
I think that's what he's talking about. But yeah, the guys from Ring of Honor are very talented, and the guys in Impact are very talented, and it's always fun when you see something mixed up like that. It's very yeah. My apologies, Tim. Whenever I hear invasion, I always think of that angle because I get asked that a lot.
Well, you got to remember, Terry's been part of pro wrestling for 6
Well,
years?
In 1 month, I'll be part of. It'll be 27 years.
27 years. So there's a lot of angles that he's been a part of in the last 27.
Right. And that's just in wrestling. Oh, you should see the angles at home. When I was married, my friendships.
We don't want to get into too many of those stories.
Right.
You can read them on
Being
the news.
arrested. Yeah.
You can read them.
Right.
Can we get an IWR pinball tournament at the mall? I want to see who's the best pinball player. Yeah, well, that sounds like fun. We'll have to talk to our boy Dave DeSlover, who owns the pinball place over at the mall here in Monroe, and
Nice.
check it out. Dave,
Just to let you know, Patrick, I'm a pinball wizard.
there has to be a trick.
Right.
Ring of Honor guy's going. Is Johnny Bravo going to be available for autographs and photos at the next show? I have something for him to sign.
I believe so. We'll have to see. Sometimes he could be a moody little prick, but
The mouth of Monroe.
right, the mouth.
I think if he knows that someone wants him to sign something, he'll come out and probably tell him no. So
Yeah.
let me tell him yes.
Right. He, I don't know. That's something Gary can ask Bravo. They're great friends.
Well, I got to talk to him. Speaking of Bravo, he's going to be in a couple matches this next week.
Yeah, he's basically claiming it's his night of. Because he's with the DTA,
and that's in the tag team.
Heath Slater and I are wrestling DTA for the tag team titles, and Johnny Bravo will be in their corner. He'll be starting it off with in the VIP match with the Game Changers, Nate Bach, and then he'll be ending the night with Madman Fulton. So it could be a big night for Johnny Bravo.
He could be. He's the manager. He's the manager of champions already.
Right.
So we'll see if it holds true, and he'll be the manager of IWR champions or not.
Right. And then the only title he'd have to go for after that, is Dre. So probably bring in Tommy Vendetta, another member of the DTA.
Yeah, we have Aaron. Who's wrestling for DTA this time? Aaron and Jack.
We never know.
Yeah,
they do the Freebird rules. Yeah.
So we'll see. But DTA is fighting Rhino and Heath for the IWR Tag Team Championship.
Usually it's Jack Price and then Aaron, but could be Tommy. So
we'll see. Could be John E.
Right. And Bravo got that big victory over Tommy Dreamer at the last show.
I still
at the end of the night. Yeah.
Compliments of Fuji Dust.
What's that?
Compliments us on Fuji Dust.
Yes, Fuji Dust. He's been bringing that out quite a bit. He's gotten me with that. So
make him eat that.
Yeah, he actually beat me over in where was it? Westland at the VFW Hall back in 2015, I think it was, or 2014. Yeah.
I wouldn't say that out loud.
You know what? Hey, a victory is a victory.
Well,
and he was managing and and production part of wrestling, and yeah. So,
although we don't get along very well, I love Johnny. Yeah. Patrick Mendez, bring it, buddy. I can't take you in the ring, but anytime on the pinball field. Pinball has a field.
Patrick, you probably will kick my butt in pinball, so, but I'll try and put up a good fight.
I'd like to see it. Patrick, also, I want some DTA merch. I don't know if they've ever set up. Do they?
No, they're all business, man.
Yeah, kick butt and leave.
They appreciate the fans in their own special way, but they're tough to get an autograph from, not because they're jerks, they're just their business, and I think it's the military background.
Yeah.
So
DTA is the only IWR regular I don't have autographs or merch from. Well, you never know. They'll be there Thursday, so
right.
Try again.
Right.
So let's talk about some of the matches we have coming up Thursday. We have Trey defending his IWR United States Championship title versus the Mad Dragon Rohit. So,
Raju, yeah.
I love when Rohit's in IWR ring, and him and Trey are usually magic. So I'm really
Now, see, what people don't realize is Rohit wrestled Trey on an IWR show, but it was an Impact sanctioned match.
Oh yeah,
because it was for the X Division title. So even though Trey is undefeated in IWR, IWR sanctioned matches. Yeah. So this one is not for an Impact World title. So it's not an Impact sanctioned match, and it is a IWR sanctioned match for the IWR US title. So will Rohit beat him again, or are we going to see the streak continue, undefeated streak with Trey? You know, that's the big question. I'm pretty excited about that match too.
I am too, and I think that there's no limit to people that want to challenge Trey for that title. So,
and that match, I thought Saban was going to beat him. Nothing against Trey. I just,
man,
Impact World Champion, tag team champions, toured Japan, everything, and what a great match too.
Yeah, and Trey was Trey's idol too. He said growing up, so it was almost like I was worried about him being kind of taken aback getting in the ring for a title against him, and he came out, and that was one of the best matches we've had to date. I have to say.
Yeah, what a great technical wrestling match. Just I was blown away by it. So, and the fans were too, and I loved how it built.
Yeah,
and Petey unfortunately was scheduled for that match, but he signed with WWE after that, and WWE needed him on the road. So obviously that's very important. But Saban was was able to jump in and take that spot, and almost became the first IWR television champion.
It was a crazy match. And Mike wants to know, and who dares challenge the Dread King?
Right.
Find out Thursday.
Right. Dread King, man. He's someone to reckon with. I've been in the ring with him, and he's actually pinned me. So that his finisher, that belly to belly suplex, that'll definitely get the wind right out of you. And it'll give you a spinal adjustment too.
And we do have a chiropractor that will be on hand. One of our great sponsors from Adjusted Health Chiropractic. So in case you need it, I'll let you know. But it's going to be pretty. It's going to be pretty awesome. Dread King is amazing in the ring, and that coming off last show, that hard fought loss against Madman Fulton. Technically not a loss, but he couldn't respond to the ref. So
the ref called it, and like any wrestling show, sometimes ref will give a little leniency, but they're always taught if a wrestler can't respond, just call the match. And it's happened to all of us at one point. Like look at Austin and Bret Hart. Same thing happened with Austin, but it's one of those things where I remember Jericho and Taz, something similar happened where he was dropped on his neck and Taz put him in his finish, and Jericho didn't give up. This was back in ECW, I want to say 97, 96, 97, and so it happens.
So I don't want to be the next guy that fights him after that, though, because I know he's taking it pretty serious.
Right.
Tip for you as versus DTA. I bet Aaron's nipples are still sore from Swaggo. He never laughed so hard in a match. Swaggo was great.
Yeah.
And the choke slam.
Yeah. The Bachelor, Ben Boone, he will be in action.
Yeah. A lot of guys we didn't announce are going to be there. So we didn't announce every match. We never do. So great talent going to be there that it wasn't announced.
Right.
See, we got and so there you go. Yeah, now you know how to beat Aaron.
Right. You know what? Wrestling Hornswoggle, you're throwing off your game. So So definitely they'll be full of they'll have gravel in their gut and spit in their eye, and they'll be coming out swinging and and ready to win those tag titles. So, yeah. I think they were kind of upset with Boone. They're just like, did you notice? They're just like, enough with Boone.
They walked away from Boone.
Yeah.
And speaking of DTA, and I'm really looking forward to that match as well too, because you and Heath were slated to be in Monroe. I think it was in November during the pandemic, and we had to cancel that show. So it's been a long time in the making, and it's nice to see him coming to Monroe for the first time, tagging with you, reuniting with you to be a tag team and vying for our IWR Tag Team Championship. So that's good.
And the thing is DTA could be the first ever IWR tag champs, or and make history, or Heath Slater and I will make history and become the first ever IWR tag team champions, along with being the first ever SmackDown tag team champions. So so it's definitely going to be a show that people will remember.
I think so too. And Rachel Green says, just popping in to say hello. We will see you next Thursday.
Hello, Rachel. Yes, looking forward. And then they're doing some great stuff with Horse Slam Wrestling.
Lots of great events coming up in the Horse Slam. So
Horse Slam, they have a show, I think, the Friday. I don't know where it was at. They actually, Nate Bach was part of a show they did in, I don't know where it was, maybe Melvindale, a bar in Melvindale, where there was no ring. It was called Bar Room Brawl. And it was, from what you can only sell so many tickets, but from what I heard, it was a great show. So, yeah.
Glenn wants to know if any hopes of bringing Scotty 2 Hotty into IWR for an appearance.
I would actually love to. Yeah. He's a one great talent, always in great shape. He was a great coach in WWE. I think he was just recently, I don't know if they cut backs or what, but they parted ways. So.
And by the way, we love hearing suggestions and who people want to see.
Yes, for sure.
We talk about it constantly. If we're going to bring somebody in, if we're not going to bring somebody in, and who we could bring in, and who would be a good fit. So we love seeing what you guys actually want to see too. So make sure you keep those suggestions coming. Let's see. Whoop whoop. Sorry I'm late, but I'm here. And that concludes the show. David's here.
David, you missed a great show.
So good.
You missed out on.
Just pure joy. And now we got to go. Bye, David. Actually, I want to get to our commercial real quick. Not the commercial, but our 1 week away ad spot that Mark Roberts and just put out for us. So let's check that out real quick, guys.
Greetings, wrestling fans. Mark Roberts here, back in the IWR Event Center, as we are now just 1 week away from IWR 9 St. Valentine's Day Mayhem, the Night of Champions. All 3 championships will be on the line as Trey Miguel defends his United States Championship against Rohit Raju. We will crown our very first IWR World Tag Team Champions as Rhino and Heath Slater take on DTA with John E. Bravo in their corner. And that's not all, because we will crown the very first ever IWR World Heavyweight Champion as former WWE superstar Connor takes on Impact Wrestling superstar Madman Fulton. Tickets are still available now. PurplePass.com/IWR9. Come on out and see the Game Changers take on the monster Chris Klontz and top tier Tanner Nix. And in a very special VIP bout, the Kenny Urban goes one-on-one with Jake something, all of that and a whole lot more. Thursday night, February 17th at the House of Insanity in Monroe, Michigan. Be there.
Be there.
Yes, that was actually
I'm
telling you,
impressed with
Mark
our
Roberts,
event
I'm
center.
excited about it.
Our event center is really nice, by the
Yeah,
way.
that juiced me up. Good thing they have a green screen in the event center. Yeah.
It looks really good. Looks really sophisticated. Really, really high tech.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
IWR all the way. And we
Yeah.
have a third VIP match too that they didn't get into the spot with Impact Gut. Was it Gut Wrench Challenge winner?
No,
Shogun?
good. Yeah, yeah. Shogun, he was the winner of the it was the last gut check. Yeah, yeah. So Impact Wrestling gut
Yeah.
check. So yeah, and I've actually wrestled him and one or two times. I mean, what a talent, you know. And he's wrestling MM3, and
Another
that's a
great
main
talent.
event anywhere, you know. And that's the third VIP match. So, but yeah, we're definitely that card's looking great. That'll start at 6:30. We may open doors a little earlier. You know, definitely get people in. They can stage right by the bar and everything, and then they can get in a little earlier and then get some autographs and stuff. And you know, the VIPs, and
Yeah.
then the VIP matches will go 6:30 to 7, and then we'll let the general admission in, and then 7:30. Usually we got a curfew around 9:10. I know the December show went to like 9:25 or 9:26, but
It was a holiday.
we had a little bit of a leeway, but we definitely have a curfew of 9:10, the latest. Well, yeah, we usually hit the 9 o'clock, 9:05
Anytime.
mark.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and plus, you know, it's easy parking. You know, people can get in and out of the FOP pretty quick, you know, to their cars and you know, get out of there, you know, pretty quickly and get home and get to bed for work the next day and get the kids to bed at a reasonable hour, you know. So, and the kids are usually sleeping by the time they hear their heads hit the pillow because, you know, the energy, some of the fans, I just look at them and they're just, you know, every ounce of energy is just,
And
you
ticket
know,
sales are on par with our holiday show, so it's going to be a sold out show. And
yeah.
it's
So,
amazing, amazing.
yeah, don't sit on it. So
That's right. I think both first and second row VIP is gone. I'm almost positive third row is gone. If not, there may be one or two seats left. General admission is going quick, so make sure you guys get on www.purplepass.com/IWR9. Get your tickets. Check see what we got available. We will have general admission available at the door, cash only, because we ain't that good at doing the other stuff. So bring cash only. Get your tickets at $15 at the door. It's going to be a great show. And we haven't even talked about the main event. I mean, the IWR World Heavyweight Championship between former WWE superstar Connor, Big Con, taking on Impact superstar Madman Fulton. So
we've got Big Con's hat on.
So, and that's
yeah, I'm really excited about that. I've been in the ring with both of them, and I mean, talk about a main event on any pay-per-view or, you know, so it's just yeah, it's a triple main event, you know, type deal, or well, not a triple main event, but all three titles are,
all
you
on
know,
the line. All of our so it's hard to pick a main event because
right,
all of our matches are so. The
right,
last show was the same way. I mean, basically we had a triple main event, which we had no main events because they were all main events.
right,
So
right. So
it's tough, but this one you got to put the World Heavyweight Championship title as the main event. It's just
yeah, and plus, you know, things are going to get insane in that match. So
I can't wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Here's a suggestion, Karam. I think you mentioned him before, Mike.
Yeah,
It's a good suggestion. Thank you. Kelly, Rhino, and Heath, heart.
thank you, Kelly.
2 hearts. Oh, we got Dave. Wow, this looks like a great card. Too bad Southern California doesn't support smaller shows. Yeah, here in Michigan, the support for smaller shows, indie shows, is amazing. I think we're blessed with such great talent in Southeast Michigan alone and Northwest Ohio. So it's just
Yeah, yeah. And then Dave gives you a good reason to come up and visit Monroe.
come on down.
It's a lot of great stuff, you know. So.
He sets the curfew.
Well, it's just the curfew with the building and stuff, and
Tommy Beard.
What's that?
Tommy Beard, Scott Beard.
Right. And plus, you know, you don't want to. That's why we only have 5 matches. We have a filler match to add if we're running a little light on time. But the thing with a curfew is you always want to hit a certain time, and you don't want to overbook the card because it is a Thursday. And one thing we've noticed I've noticed and other people have noticed is sometimes you can easily overbook a card, and people are there 2.5, 3 hours, sometimes 4 hours, and people don't go back because even on a weekend, because you have to take in consideration, even if it's just a general mission, you leave a half hour to 45 minutes to get to the show, and then that half hour, 45 minutes to get home. It takes quite a while when you're saying bye to people, or walking to the car, or getting out of the building, and just, or if you stay around for autographs, and by the time you head home, if you got to stop at the gas station, whatever, get in the house, get your kids ready for bed, or you get ready for bed, or if you want to hit the bar afterwards, you still have enough time.
I'm ready for bed after the show, and I don't even wrestle, so.
Right.
Let's see. Besides all the great matches we've announced, the 3 VIPs, the Logan match, the 3 title matches, we still have DBA, Rod Lee, the Mysterious Novato, Sam Bill with Ox, the Amazing Nate Manson, and the Bachelor Ben Boone in action that night too. So
yeah, that's 6-man. Yeah, that's the 6-man tag.
Yeah, but never even announced the 6-man tag. We got a 6-man tag, so that's going to be awesome too. DBA's teaming with Rod Lee and the Mysterious Novato. I'm really surprised on how much I like DBA with Novato as a tag team. So
yeah.
Really enjoy them. And they're taking on the team of Sam Bill with Ox, the amazing Nate Manson, and the not so amazing Bachelor Benjamin Boone.
I wonder if he's going to give someone that rose this year or this show.
We got to see somebody actually takes that
I'll
rose.
be honest with you, I'm way off, man. I've been up early, and I haven't had my second energy drink yet. I'm coming back from the gym, so I'm kind of like, so. But yeah, I wonder if he's going to give that rose out this show.
He's not going to give it to me. and our friend from California said he heard that tag team match is going to be a real snooze fest.
Oh yeah. Thanks, Dave.
But we're probably gonna wrap it up here. We just want to make sure everybody touch base with everybody, let them know about IWR9. Him wanted to get back on the air. Next week there's no show, so because we have the event, we have IWR9. The week after, on the 24th, we have former Detroit Tiger Andrew Romine joining the show. Andrew, amazing guy. You're gonna love talking to him. Make sure you guys get your questions in and come join us. Talk to him. The dude played 9 positions in one game for the Tigers, in one game. So we got plenty of stuff to ask Andrew, and make sure you guys tune in for that. That's really it, right? You got anything else you want to say?
Fan too, by the way.
Huh?
Said I'm a big Tigers fan, but I'm a season ticket holder to the Mud Hens this year. Toledo Mud Hens.
Oh, you're welcome, David. Thanks for joining us, bud.
Thank you.
And you have a good weekend too, Kelly.
You too, Kelly.
Out of here. Well, guys, we'll see you Thursday at the show. If you don't make it, make sure you turn into our YouTube page, Terry and Gary TV on YouTube. We will have some clips of the show on there with great commentary by Joe Brony. Amazing video production by Nate Thompson Video. That's going to be on there. I think you can catch it live on Brain Jerk Entertainment. So if you guys can search Brain Jerk Entertainment on YouTube, they should be streaming it live. So that's something you can look into, David. Look at Brain Jerk Entertainment on YouTube, and they'll have the whole event streaming live, and you'll find out all kinds of cool facts about wrestling and marijuana. It's going to be an awesome day. So
Brain Jerk, they're very encouraged. They love their marijuana, but and it's great that they live stream that, and they do some commentating, and it's not meant to be a high quality production. They don't have a roaming camera, and they don't switch back and forth. So they just set up somewhat of a hard camera, was the only place we could really find for them. So the quality is not like, what you would see on a normal production level, whether it's an independent or higher production level. So don't get discouraged by that,
Right. And it's hard to get good Wi-Fi signal and stuff, but they do a great job.
Oh, they do a great job. Don't get me wrong for the tools that they have. You know, they do an awesome job. But I just don't want anybody to think, you know. And plus, the best seat is, you know, the seat in the house. You know, so but it's good because it allows, you know, people to get, you know, the product out there. And I like those guys from Brain Jerk, and they've always been very supportive. So
look for Brain Jerk Entertainment on YouTube, and then don't forget Terry and Gary TV, because we upload edited videos, production videos with actual commentary over the match by Joe Brony. So that's also a fun way to watch it.
Yeah, and that's afterwards,
That's
and
afterwards, so.
yeah, and we don't do ring entrances or anything because we don't have rights to music. So
Straight to the matches.
Right. So if you you know, entrances, some of the entrances are great. So especially Ben Boone. I don't know why. I just find that so funny. So, but anyways, but yeah. So
I want to see you come out to that.
if I lose a bet, I then I'd have to honor that, and I would, you know.
You got Bengals or Rams for that. We'll bet right now, and if you lose, I want you to.
No. But I'd like to see Cincinnati win.
Yeah. I'd like to see the Rams win just because of Stafford, and that's the only reason. But if they don't, I'd love to see Cincinnati win. So either way, I win.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing, and I agree with you, and you know,
hello.
But you know, like that, I would like, you know, but I would like Cincinnati to win because Cincinnati is close, you know, and I'm always driving through there. I've always loved wrestling in Cincinnati. I love Ohio. And Cincinnati isn't as big of a market like other places, so they might get looked down upon, you know, like Los Angeles and a lot of these, you know, announcers, they don't like to go to like certain areas that aren't, you know, that big market, you know. So I'm always for the little guy, and I think, you know, seeing that it's a smaller city than certain markets, I just hope they go in there and they win.
And it's
a
great city too. I mean, right on the
border. It's a great city. Yeah. I remember I gored Jazz and Pile Drover in ECW in Cincinnati. And I just made sure I laid it in so she wouldn't get up and knock the crap out of me.
That's what we should do. We should have people pick a state or a town, and you probably have a story for every state or every town in the United States.
Yeah.
You can remember them.
What's that?
You can remember them.
Yeah, because I have a crazy, weird memory. Yeah.
You can't remember to be here on Thursdays, but you can remember what you did 20 years ago on a Thursday in Cincinnati.
Right. Oh no, that was 2000. Yeah, so 22 years ago. So,
well, 20 shortstop interviews. LOL.
No, I don't. We need to groom shortstop a little bit on those interviews. Yeah, I was scratching at my ear.
All right,
but you got to remind shortstop. I love shortstop, but we've got to remind him that he's not a club DJ. You know, he's, you know, Mean Gene. You know, he was. Yeah.
The interviews are fun, and Mark does a great job, and
does a great job.
Stepping in did a really good job too. So.
Yeah, but he called me and he asked me if I seen him, and I said, yeah. You know, I was thankful my ears stopped bleeding, but no. I told him the pitch was too high and he was too far away. So he critiqued himself too. So everything I was critiquing him on. So yeah. But I think we'll give him another shot.
Maybe. And make sure you guys check us out. We're gonna be on we're on iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify, Castbox, Bean something, all the podcast streaming sites we're on. We usually upload the next couple of days here, so make sure you guys check that out if you want to just get something listening in your car. If you want more Terry and Gary on the radio or on your iPod or whatever you guys use nowadays to listen to your podcast, make sure you check it out. We're gonna get out of here. We will see you guys Thursday at the show. Hope you guys can make it. And if not, we'll see you the 24th with Detroit Tiger Andrew Romine. Until then, we are out. What do you say?
Gun show.
They're in there. Trust me. And we're out. See you guys later.